Great. Okay, so right now, a lot of this editor is working right now. It'd be really nice from a user experience standpoint if it could hot reload code though. So I'm gonna see if I can make it do that. That and eventually showing the logs without having the console open would be nice. Things like scene selection I think is mostly good. And part of the reason that it'd be nice if I was able to see the logs without having the console window open is that this is a lot slower when the console window is open. If I just close this, it immediately becomes a lot smoother. I think doing this transition works too, yeah. So that's nice. I should probably actually be pushing this. I did make a few changes. I think... give me a second. Cool, anyway. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and push this. So it might be worth compiling the Python code one more time. So I'll do that. And just test from scratch. Hey Aquabeam, what's going on? Wait, did this do something? Oh, I think this is going to the wrong scene. Because if I... Oh, hey, you started university. Congratulations. Cool. That should be fun. Do you know what you're going to be studying? In CS. Pretty classic. Hopefully then we can get more experience to work on Manim. Okay, so let's go to lab. Okay, so this does make sense. It was doing the sine, cosine, scene. Shader knowledge. Okay, cool. A lot of people don't because it's pretty specialized to know shaders. But then again, I just learned it on my own. You could just pick it up if you wanted to. Okay, I think this does actually have a bug. When I hit sine cosine, it didn't load the sine cosine file. And that's pretty weird. Oh wait, no, it's here. Learning some bare bones C so I can get started on my own with GLSL. Nice. Intro, law of sine, sine cos. Okay, I'm like 80% sure this is doing something wrong. As a fair warning, I don't know if it makes sense to call it a warning. C knowledge isn't super applicable in a lot of places anymore. But the concepts that you learn from using it are really helpful. Okay, I have to figure out what's going on. This scene.name and scene.scene, default scene. When I go to app here. Oh, this makes sense. I had that commented. The history and stuff around C. C++ is a new wave. Rust is sort of the new wave now. But C++ will probably be more widely available, more useful than Rust right now. So C++ and Rust are the systems languages to know. Okay, so this is working properly. And then if I do this full screen, that works. This should work. You got these angle indicators to work with updating in the shader. I don't know why this occasionally this like starts over. That's really weird. But anyway, I think I'll go ahead and push this. A lot of languages are built in C, which is why I wanted to get into it. Yeah, at least Python is, and probably Node.js. I would bet is probably written in C++. I think part of it is that a lot of them are based on some type of compiler that lets you compile languages the same way you can compile it into C, but I forgot the name of it, so maybe I can just search it up. LLVM. Although I don't have a good idea of what it is. I'm getting sidetracked already. Makes it easier to not only create new languages, but also enhance the development of existing ones. Provides the tools for automating many of the thankless parts of the task of language creation, like creating a compiler, porting the outputted code to multiple platforms and architectures, generating architecture-specific optimizations. Okay. But anyway, apparently with LLVM you can it makes it a lot easier to create languages that are super fast. Okay, and that's probably written in C or something like C. And C++. Yeah, so everything's written in C++. Okay, as for that hot reloading. I don't even know what changes I need. Okay, that's mostly file and scene selection. Yeah, it's pretty new. Svg interpreter. Updating SVG coordination and animation logic, yeah. Okay. So I think I'm ready to do this now. I think all I need is just, I need to hook onto the on change or whatever of this editor. And then just 5 or 10 seconds after making a change, I should rerun it. Mirror on change. Let me just look at this. Speaking of which, not really speaking of which, I should come up with a, try to find a different place to find music. I feel like I've listened to all these songs before. Before selection change. Don't think that's what I want. Boot up a Spotify playlist. I don't want to get DMCA'd on the one hand. I don't know. I'll just like, I'll look into it off stream and see what's, because I've seen people just play stuff from YouTube and like it's fine. Maybe the VODs get muted or something like that. Events. Handlers for such events can be registered with the on and off methods on the objects the event fires on. I think it's like this. I've already gotten muted. Yeah, that's weird. Don't know why that happened. Maybe that's not, like, a terribly bad thing. Maybe. Okay, so hopefully this will like do something when there's a change. Okay, that's pretty easy. Okay, and then what I want this to do is wait like 5 seconds and then re-render. Render, get value, selected scene. But it doesn't make sense to do that until a scene is selected. So I should do that down here. And here I just have to call render scene, I think. Oh, but on a timer. So it should be like... I forgot how to do it. set timeout. Await a new promise. R set timeout R 2000. But I also want to cancel it if there's a new change. Cancel timeout, I think is what I want to do. Or there's clear timeout, so I can set timeout. Okay. So what I'm going to do is store a hot reload timeout. Still know how to zoom this. Oh, there we go. And then... okay, then I can set timeout the render. Let's make this an anonymous function. All it has to do is render scene. 3 seconds is probably fine. And I can do not reload timeout equals that. And maybe that should be configurable. Probably that should actually be configurable. Great. So then if that's not null, then I'm going to clear it out. Clear timeout. Yeah. Like so. Yeah, then set it again. So hopefully that's all I need to do. Can't decide if I want this to be one line or not. I think that's good. So, okay, I guess I'll run this. And I'll just put something here. And see if it reruns. I think it didn't. I may actually, oh, I will have to restart this. But let me, I'm gonna do 2 things. I'll say like setting new timeout or something like that. Yeah, then to make the reload work properly, I'll update both of these. Then just refresh this. Okay. Oh, and I did the law of science thing. Okay, so this works. Now if I type something here, great, so that does update pretty soon. I wonder if it makes more sense to like hit, I don't know, do something with my keyboard to signal that I want it to reload. But I wouldn't want to conflict with a key binding that's already there. I guess I could... Shouldn't it be possible to override F1 or something like that? Because it'd be a pretty bad experience, I think, if I do like X equals, because I'm in the middle of something, then that'll crash. And then if later I put the 3... I don't know if it worked or not. Later I put something else like this. It looks like it doesn't break it, actually. So I guess that's good enough? But okay, in that case, I'll bring this to 2500 and see how it's like, see what it's like actually writing like this. I really wish I was able to figure out why this fade in resets sometimes. Oh, it looks like it broke something. Oh wait, now I know why that broke. I know why that broke. If only there were also a way to cache this iodide stuff, but I don't know if that's feasible. But okay. So now I'm gonna go to this intro scene and try to just write some code, see what that's like. So I go here. Like banner. Say math tech. I think you need 2 backslashes and then math TT or something. Hold on. How do you get regular text? Backslash text, it said down there. Text RM or text. Okay. I'll just add that. It does feel like it takes a little long. I don't know if I want it to be longer. I mean shorter. Oh, I wonder what happens if I make a change while it's currently rendering. Okay, so for one thing, I don't have to add this right away. Oh, where'd it go? I can scale this up a bit. Five or something. Perfect. I guess you're doing set width. With like the screen width minus something. I do feel like I wish there was a shortcut to do this automatically. Okay. But that's fine. And what would I want this to do? I'd want to click. And then when I click, that shouldn't happen. When I click, it should move up, and this should appear beneath it. However, animations are a little janky. Let me see if I even know how to add animations right now. This is a shift. I need self T, the equation. I think I need the direction. The object and the direction, yeah. Okay. So I'll make this up. I don't know if it reran or not. So I also need an indicator for that. And when I click, nothing happens. Oh, because I did self-dot equation. It should be this. So I can run that. Okay, so that works. So what I think needs to happen is I need to make this fade in or something at the beginning. Click action start append. Where does this attach to the animation list? Does this attach to the animation list? When I click, this writes to click actions. On draw, it runs all the click actions, so it'll run this. Oh wait, this doesn't make that much sense. This might have been why I was doing that bug before. Click actions not append this. Oh, this function, the shift. This appends to the animation list. So that actually does make sense, I think. But this whole back and forth. Of like animating things by appending to this click actions is kind of weird. I prefer if there was a simpler way to do that. I'm not even sure what it would be though. And I am incrementing the click index. I wonder if this animation would start over if I might click enough. It looks like it isn't. Okay, but what I think I need to do is have animation list up here. And it's empty right now. It should have already an animation for the banner. So here, I should be appending a fade in of something. Self T object. So to be self 0 and then the law of sign spanner. So maybe that'll make it fade in from the start. But I guess not. Oh wait, no, this had to be the web animation. Oh, this is getting a little complicated. This takes the scene time object and start. Okay, so maybe what I need to do. Where is it? Here, just run this. I don't know if I broke it. There's no attribute trying. Yeah, I think I broke something. So then the new problem with this is that occasionally I have to reload this, but I don't have any way to save the code. So I guess the most I can hope to do is just copy and paste it. Like that. I think I see what happened here. Okay, so it looks like this worked. But the first time the clock was it was a little choppy. It was taking a little longer the first time. And so it never faded in completely. It didn't fade in like smoothly or whatever. So what I'll have to do this is basically all the animation logic now. And I'm doing for animation self.animation list. I just update that animation. And that update only has an effect if the time is within its start time and end time. I need to have like a finished. And then the first time that t is greater than the end time, it should update to its end time. So it should be like elif self.end time strictly less than t. Then I should update to the is it the end time? Is it? Yeah, it is. Update to the end time. And then set this finished. It'd be nice if it could remove itself from this list somehow, but I don't know if that's possible. Oh well. And I'll probably have to do that eventually. Find a way to remove this. Maybe I need an update animations method. And then separately from that, I need to, like, remove some animations. But I can say for animation list if not animation.finished. That's not updated. But if it is finished, I want to remove it, really. But it's a list, and I don't know if it makes sense to remove a single element from a list. If I want to, like, remove them all in a batch. Whoops. Anyway. Is no attribute finished? Yeah, that's true. Wait, no, it's not. For animation self.animation list, when you initialize this, it gets self.finished. So where's there one that doesn't have the attribute finished? As soon as I initialize that, it should have the attribute right off the bat from here. If not, animation.finished. Web animation has no attribute finished. Oh, I didn't save that file. That'll do it. Okay, that worked really nicely. Fade in. It's weird because this isn't the fade in. This adds the fade in. It's like this function should be called like add fade in, something like that. Yeah, I think I'm willing to make that change. It should be add, that should be add. And this eventually, this will be the shift. And one day this will have the logic for its updater encapsulated into this. But for now, this should be add fade in. And this should be doing add shift. And if I click this, then it does that shift. Cool. Now that isn't exactly where I want it. So I can make that 2 times up. So it fades in like this. Moves up like that. I don't know if I feel like caring to make this not work until it's faded in all the way. I think I don't care about that. I do want this to go faster though. So I think I can do make this 0.5 or so. I can't tell if it worked, but I think that didn't work. I think this like 0.1. Yeah, it looks like that's not using the duration. Let me see, add shift here. Offset t minus starting time times the duration. Well, this doesn't use the duration, so that must be wrong. What is the offset as a function of time? I'd have to get t minus starting time divided by duration. I think. And then if I click this, close, then it goes too far. No, that's right. Oh wait, no, it's not. I feel like I'm being bad at math. T minus starting time, that's the delta t. Then I'm going to scale that by the duration. So when this reaches the duration, this should be equal to 1. Oh, this shouldn't be t plus 1. This should be t plus duration. And then I divide by the duration, I think. Okay, so that fades in. I think that worked. It seems to have worked. He's trying to do the same thing here. That should be duration. And that should be divided by... this should be divided by duration. Not like that. So there it fades in. It's super, super fast. But then again, I set it to something super fast. I'll make this 2.5 and I'll make it a little slower. Okay, that looked pretty, like, normal. Okay, I'll make that like 2.6 or whatever. And what I want to happen is I want the equation to fade in when this is like moving up. It shouldn't be too hard. I'll just have to append another one of these. And this will be an add fade in. Self t self dot equation. And duration is 5.5, that's fine. Okay, so now, great-ish. I'll make this t plus 0.5. so that it'll fade in as soon as the thing moves to the top. The duration can maybe be a little longer. Why is this shifted up? Oh, I shifted it up here. Okay, so I won't do that. And now, when I click this, okay, that's perfect. Okay. That was pretty nice. The way of editing, like editing flow, was pretty natural. And nothing like totally broke. One thing, I will have to rewrite a lot of animations, things like set color. I'm gonna be able to just interpolate everything. So there's that. Okay, I'm going to... The next thing that would be really nice for this is if I could save things. This is just the entire sine cosine file, right? I have to update all the backslashes, but let's see. I can't even find the top of this. This file's gotten so long. Okay, there's the top of it. And the places with tech, I'll have to update the backslashes. Like here. And all of these places. Okay, this is super annoying. But then again, this isn't even part of what should be the development workflow. It should be saving this to the web. Oh, okay, that's a... Okay, that should be... that should run just from rerunning this. So let's see. It doesn't have any of the animations. Why? Oh, I overwrote the law of sines or the sine cosine code. Okay, this is like more reason I need to figure out the web saving. Rather than copy and paste this to save. Okay, so let me take all of that, come here, go to the bottom of this, which I hope is just the bottom of the file. I don't know if it was. Yeah, I think that is just the bottom of the file. Okay. Or almost. And now... Now, if I run this... Okay, I get the... Okay, so basically the animations do what they were supposed to do again. Great. Now what I'd like to do is for the second click, the first click this will move up and it'll show this equation. For the second click, this should move up and the triangle should appear. Underneath it. That would be pretty nice. So I'll have to add the triangle. So I'm gonna see how much work that is to do in the editor. Let's see. Aleph? I don't know why that indented. I also need to find a way to make this text bigger. It's way too small. Self.click actions. What I basically need here is firstly code to fade up and fade out this law of signs banner. So this will shift it up off of the screen. It's probably fine. I shift it up. I can actually make this duration 1 and just shift it, yeah, 2 times up or something. And also, it's hard to tell where the end of the editor is. And also fade it out. Ah, the inconsistent use of tabs and spaces. That's gonna be so annoying. Since you can't convert this to space, there might be a way to convert this to spaces automatically. No, I don't want to fade. I only have a fade in animation, I think, so this won't work anyway. But that can be duration equals 1. Even though it won't work. Okay. So now what I need to do is write a fade out. Set opacity, it's basically gonna be 1 minus this. And I think that's all. Okay. Okay, that looked perfect. All I'll want to do is that I'll also want to add an animation to shift this up. So let me see if I can do that. And shift this, the equation. Shift. I think I want 3 times up. I can make this be half. Let's see. So I have this. Move up to show this. Okay, it went a little too fast. So maybe I do want this to be duration 1. Oh, and that actually makes sense. If I render on my own, if I render manually, then I want to clear the timeout for the hot reload. So that wouldn't really make sense. Oh, I think I just... When I edited that code... Aw, man, I think I cleared the code that I'd already written. So now it doesn't have that shifting code. That's super annoying. How could I get around that? I don't know if I can. Without having some way to save to the web. I wonder what was the last thing I copy-pasted. Nah. Yeah, basically I have to rewrite that. And the fade out animation. Dang. So maybe it is just worth adding saving to the web at this point. Since it makes the development experience pretty annoying. I'll re-add the stuff that I just added. And then I think I'll focus on that. One minus this. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. And then what I'll do here... No, I didn't need to cut that. If that index is 0, the index is 1, then I'm gonna shift this up by like 2 or whatever, and fade it out. It should start at T. Another thing that's pretty natural to do here is to remove it from the scene or whatever after the end of the animation. Maybe I should do that too. Okay, but I think this should fade it out. Okay, so that worked. Then the 2 more, or the 1 more, to shift that equation. Okay. I can make this like 1.2, make it the slightest bit slower. I actually think I want this to fade in a little bit sooner. Okay, that looks really nice. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and copy all of that. try to put it here. And I think I can remove all this. There's so much LaTeX in this. All of these. This. Okay, think. Well, that won't work. Will it? That might work. But probably not, is my guess. Okay, anyway, now it has a fade out. That's really nice. I gotta sign coast. This might not work. Yeah, so there was something wrong with those backslashes. Do I need two of them? Oh, I think I have to do the escape in JavaScript and I have to do the escape in Python or something like that. Great. Oh, there's that one. Oh, this is messed up too. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, so now if I run this, that works. If I do this, switch to that one. Okay, that has the proper escapes. Great. Okay, that's already a huge improvement from a user experience standpoint. It would be really nice if I could save this to the internet at this point, because there's no other way to save for a website. Oh, that goes super fast now. Neato. Let me change another thing. Wait, this is hard-coded. If you don't visit from the selection site, meaning that it doesn't have a selection to use or a scene here, it should store that in a cookie or something. Or just redirect you. But if you go straight to lab, if you go straight to the lab version, it doesn't know what scene you selected. And so it'll just crash, yeah. I should save that in a cookie. Or just redirect you, because otherwise you have to go here and choose it. Cool. Although, hold on. I think this is in the wrong place. Yeah, something's wrong with the scene selection. Man. I always have stuff wrong with my code. Okay, so present here. Flex column, these, the buttons. You'll switch to the scene name. It's disabled if the scene name is present data.name. Oh, that's wrong. It should be present data.scene. I think that's it. Yeah. And now I can, well, I guess it froze. I go back to here. Go to this. Now I can go to the one with the parallels or the perpendiculars, like so. Or, oh, that's not what I was trying to do. Or this one. Okay, I'd say that's working fairly nicely. And there should be an option. I won't do it now. app.view.back.debug. Get rid of that. Okay. There should be an option to configure this. At some point. And whether you even want to do it at all. Well, I guess you could set it to infinity or something. But the rest of this, other than the white space, and I will have to come up with a cleaner story as to how to animate clicks. Okay, so let's do both of those. I don't know if I changed anything here. Might as well have that. Okay, then I'll go ahead and I'll put this code, I'll recompile this Python code and put it in the on the web app, and then I'll just deploy it, because why not? This always did an update. I think that's what I want to do. Okay, but anyway. I need a neater loading screen as well. Okay, but that's working. This is presumably working, yeah. I'll just go to the code on this. Okay, that's good. Now as for saving, what would that take? From here, you would have to make a few changes and then there should be like a save icon somewhere. Where should that even be though? Should it be down here? Maybe up here. There's already a bunch of buttons down here. Oh, this one should be probably disabled. It doesn't really make sense to play before you render. I might as well just put it somewhere for now. Wait, so when I render, this is just a pause. Interesting. This. It really only makes sense to do this if I'm playing or pausing, right? If not, play render loop. And then otherwise it goes here. And so if you're not playing, it assumes that you're able to start playing, which isn't true. I'd have to have some... I'd have to check if it's... if there's like a scene available or something like that. Can I check like if the scene... Yeah, that's too small. When I do the render scene or whatever... here, which emits render. I did want to go here. Which calls render scene here. Which calls start new scene. This is going to set python data.scene or python data.scene. So if I look at python data.scene, maybe this should only be active if that scene isn't null. What is it initially? Scene is initially null. Here, if I look at the button, disabled. There we go. Like this, I think. It's disabled if the scene is null. Oh, this. Well, I have to. Yeah, I'll have to do this again. That needs to be stored in a cookie too. Or stored in a cookie, period. Great. I forgot what it's even doing. Why is there a new line here? Hmm. Oh, I was trying to see if that was disabled, and it's not. Well, I don't know if it was before. Okay, it was. Good. Anyway. Now I'm gonna add that save button. As for what it's going to do, who knows? It says save file. Wait, that's not a real thing. Content save. Save file. Okay, I want to put that like somewhere here. Okay, and return it. So with that, I have this button that does probably nothing. Oh wait, I think I have to refresh this. Oh, you know what? I forgot to change my category or whatever. Might as well do it now so I don't forget. I know I did it. It's not science and technology. I guess I just forgot that I did it. Okay. So this save button does nothing. Cool. I forgot what I'm even using to write to the Firebase database. Firebase database.js. Guess that's pretty straightforward. I know this requires some sort of authentication. I don't even know if I'm using real-time database or a different database. Because I have more than one. Is it this? There's only like one thing written to one database. Okay, that's not what I was trying to look at. This is the one thing. Firestore database is empty, I think. Yeah, because it's not even here. I know for a fact that writing to this... Well, the correct way to write to this is to authenticate. So you need to identify yourself. And on 9/23, so in a week and change, it's going to change so that I won't be able to write to it without authenticating. So you'd probably figure that out. So for the web, currently it's in this test mode. Let me just try doing that. Try writing to it in test mode. So get the database, which should happen externally actually. Code slash, it should be the file name. Yeah, the file name of the code, which is like props.data.name. Props Python data name, I think. Guess not Python data. That'd have to be present data. Name like this. How do I keep doing that? And this will need another slash for like your user or something. But anyway, set this will just be all of the code. Then I'll put it finished save. I don't know, finished saving, finished write. And there's also a get. This is for loading it. Okay. Alright, so let's try that. Okay. So this is all my code. I'm gonna save this. It says it finished. No. Well, the code's there. Add fade in. I wish I had a way to see if the backspaces worked for the LaTeX. Corners, triangle, sides, stroke color. Is this sine or cosine? I guess I could copy and paste this, but I want to make sure that the copy and pasting doesn't get rid of any of the backslashes. No, it has all the backslashes. That's good. If I can clip this. Okay, so I don't need that. Did it work? Okay. Set. I think when I set this, I might be supposed to do something else. Because I don't know why that's null. Oh, you set a JSON object. So it should be set... I don't know, code. Or something like that. This will say data. I did something wrong. On complete. I don't get it. Looks like a valid function. Let me see what the previous thing said. The last thing just had a set of put code here. That's code slash... Wait, this is weird. It's a set. And I have like something and then the JSON object. Why does this have this null here? Oh, because present data.name is null. Okay, that makes sense. I think. So why would that be null? Yeah, that's null. So I do need to fix that. This is probably something with selection, though. If I look at this, I look at the go-to lab, this emits only the scene data.name. Okay, go to lab. Here, and this does set the present data.name. Then it goes to lab. So why would that be null here? That doesn't make sense. Oh, because I didn't come here from the selection screen. Let me see if I go back. I'll try actually doing this from the selection screen. Come here and save this. Okay, so then it's here. So if it isn't, I mean, 9 times out of 10, you would come here from the selection screen. Where do I... Unmounted. When I select a scene... Wait, we'll just go to present do. Cross present data name and selected scene.value. Wait, how is that not broken? So if I refresh here, oh, this is broken. If I refresh straight to here, which isn't part of the regular, which isn't part of the design, and then I try to go to present, that won't work. Okay, well eventually this will have to be stored in a cookie, and I'll have to update the present code anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and say, just at the start here, if the present data.name is null, I'll just init something to update that. I guess I'll just do law of science by default. I'll just do the intro. Then in landing, where was that? It's just an object. Can I just present it on update? I don't know if that's a real function. Object.assign copies all enumerable own properties from one or more source objects to a target object. Target source. It's in the target. Gets overwritten with a source. Assign. What was the target? Present data.value. Okay, hopefully that'll work. Nope. Present data. Should this not have the dot value? No, I'll just try it. Okay, that didn't crash. And that works. Cool. Okay, so now if I were to save, it has that name there. So now code, then it has that name, then I can set it with a string. Okay, cool. I'm gonna remove that. Okay. So that's great. Now I have that log signs data saved. I guess what I can do is just... I don't have to have authentication right now, and I can just write to the same global thing. I guess that'd be fine. The only thing I'd have to do is I have to update the code so that when I'm reading code, I want to read it from the database if it exists there. coderef.set whatever. Should make it alert something or whatever. Just show a notification when it finishes. I could like disable the save icon and then undisable it if it succeeds. I just won't do anything, whatever. Then there's coderef.get. Okay, so let me just have a load file. Okay, so it's gonna set the value of the editor here. And that I'll probably want to load rather than reading from the file. So and then unmounted. Okay, I'd have to do something like this, since I have to do this when I called. Oh, wait. I wonder if I can do this within an await. Although this isn't async right now. Can I call async functions here? Something like this. I don't know if I can. I guess I was able to. Protoref.get. When I read, listen for changes, I don't care about that. Read data once with get. Generally, you should use the value event techniques described above to read data to get notified of updates. The listener techniques reduce your usage in billing or optimized to give your user the best experience. I'm not trying to do that. This must return a promise, right? Once with an observer. We want the value from the local cache to be returned immediately. There's a local disk cache? Isn't expected to change frequently or require active listening. Loaded once and isn't expected to change frequently. Interesting. Updating or deleting. Write to specific children of a node without overriding other child nodes. Use update. Interesting. Why wouldn't you just use the write? And a completion callback. As transactions. Oh, and then transactions for concurrent things. Every client connected to a Firebase database maintains its own internal version of any active data. Okay. That's convenient. So I think I just want to use get here. It didn't tell me if it's a promise or not. But it probably is. So there's this, coderef, code slash the name. If I just look at that, what that returns, it is a promise. So I'm going to try to just do this within an async block. So the coderef equals this. Coderef.get. Although, I think you just have to do this. I don't know what this actually is, though. Snapshot, and then snapshot.val. Semicolon expected. Then you see how to use async and await. Okay, so the result equals await whatever. .val. Okay, great. And it's just the string. So this is basically the code. And then... Wait, where's the editor? I guess I can just do this. Here's the text area. This would be the editor config. The value would be that code. And then the editor would be this. Or this could probably be broken out into its own thing. I think that's all I'll need. There's a positive probability that that'll load it from the database. But it didn't. Okay. Get value of null. That's weird. Where's the editor in the first place? Text area. Something within the code. Instantiating the code mirror instance, something went wrong. Weird. Get value of null. Oh, here. Because if this is async, then getting the scenes afterward must also be async. Okay. I don't think there's any getting around that. Just have to move this up. Code is already a variable here. But then I can get this from Pyodide. Do this. Do this. Do that. Editor.onChange. This only makes sense after the editor is set as well. Update projection scaling. Oh, I know what this is. It can do that immediately. Editor.onChange. So here. Okay. So maybe this fares better. Nope. Same thing. Doc.iter isn't a function. The mode and the value. Something wrong with the code? It must be. Wait, what? Await of coderef.get. Why is that returning a code mirror instance? That makes no sense. Something else called code? I hate code mirrors so much. Guess I'll try this one more time. It looks like something's just getting super mixed up. Mode object. Yeah, this makes no sense. I'm gonna have to go back. What must be happening? No, I don't really want to guess about it. Here I'll just console.log code. I guess I have to do this more slowly. Okay, so still. Oh, it's not val. Right? Okay, so that's what does it. I wish I could put it all back. But I can't. Okay. Right, get it. I'll just put .val immediately. Don't know why you wouldn't call .val, actually. Get a snapshot of the data from the database. Okay, whatever. So now I'll put this down here. And then I'll just move all of this up. Editor config. This should be the code. Great. Won't need that. I can read Manim here, do this, do this. I'll move that up since it's related to the editor. And hopefully this will do what I want. Still, whatever dot value is not a function. I'd say let code equals this should work. Barring something really dumb. Okay, that time it worked. Great. And now, hopefully, I could remove this space. And it'll automatically render it. Save it. Refresh it. And if I'm lucky, that change will be reflected here. Yeah, there's no new line at the start. So great. Now it... Oh, I guess it automatically chooses law of signs and intro. But it doesn't read the code. It doesn't do... Oh, wait. It reads this from the code. Other than that, I don't think... Wait, Manim scene? Manim scene indexed at law of signs. Shouldn't appear anywhere other than that. For regex. Okay, so this is the only place. So during normal operation, it'll try reading this from the database, which everything isn't even in the database. Which means it'll crash a lot, so I can't push this or anything. Actually, I really couldn't push this. Because someone just deleted this file. It'd be deleted. Like, I wouldn't be able to use it. So I will have to add authentication before I could push this. I don't know if I can have an async function here. I can try, I guess. It shouldn't be much more than doing this. Code ref equals whatever, snapshot equals that, code equals that. Then this equals code. Wait, is code even used multiple times here? I'll just replace this with snapshot.val. And then replace this with snapshot.val. Oh, editor.value equals this. Failed to parse, blah, 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 blah. What did I do? Okay, this I have to call. And then I have to close that function. Close that. Wait. Okay, but so there's calling that. Closing that. Closing that. Semicolon. There. Code is not defined. Code isn't even here, so I'll refresh this. No, it did it again. Where's code? Oh, I did use code here. Okay, so I can't just... equals. This has to be snapshot.val. This has to be code because it does use a code variable. And that needs to be shared. Okay, so that's loading from the database. If I edit some code so that it hot reloads, I think. Looks like it loaded again. I guess the easy way to do this... I mean, it looks like it's not reloading. What I have to do is... just update it here. Oh, but that won't be reflected. I should just change this example to... Where is it? Here. Props. What is it? Present data. Data.name. Great. Okay, so that was reflected here. And it loaded the file again from the database, so that's good. Cool. So if I were to work on this now, the user experience should be a lot nicer. If I can find the intro class here. And I think I want to happen. It's weird because I want the triangle to appear like right after this finishes. Maybe all I have to do... Maybe I should have this triangle here. But I don't want it always there, of course. So maybe do self.triangle. I don't know if set opacity is the method. Okay, it looks like that worked. This is already added. Then when I do this click, the second click, do a fade in of the triangle. And that duration can be like half. And maybe that's it. So now when I click, it goes here. Close. Something with the opacities of the circles is weird. Which I don't understand. If I go to the triangle class here, these circles, stroke color equals whatever. I guess that makes sense. Since I want the fill opacity of these circles to be 0 no matter what. Yeah, I guess it makes sense that I'd do that. But that's dumb still. And annoyingly, I think the fade-in animation that's already there already accounts for this. Because it goes between the current opacity and... It doesn't go between 0 and 1, it goes between 0 and the current opacity. So that's annoying. And I'm not totally sure how I'll even fix that. How would I fix that? Like this? I also need to make an option to zoom in this text, but this? It can't just call set opacity, I guess. It will have to interpolate that opacity. It's running into some of the same complexity that the Manim library already has. And that I don't particularly like. Although, do these circles even need a fill? I wonder if there's a way to specify that these should have their opacity always at 0. I don't know. Anyway, saving works. That's really good. I'm going to stop the stream here so that I guess I can work more on getting some of the code that I already wrote into the database. And then trying to rely more on that. Luckily, after that point, it'll only be sort of ease of life things to do before I just start making videos with this. So a slider here would be nice. Showing the logs would be nice. Updating the font size. And the like render callback time. Other than that, I think that's just about all. Which is great. Alright. So thanks for watching, everyone who watched.